I've noticed that 5-year-olds are very susceptible to diving elbows.
God damn it.
Lunging elbows, any kind of elbows, you're just gonna...
Now, what's been your experience with the choke slam?
Welcome to the Fear Fiction Podcast. Fearfic is the term for short horror fiction, mostly posted on the web. It includes any and all related subgenres. Join three assholes talking basement goo Slimebeast, inebriated interstellar traveler Abysmii, and irritable ghostly man-horde Dead Palette, as they read all stories horror and internet-related, paragraph by paragraph, and bullshit while they do it. From adolescent revenge fantasies to subtle postmodern narratives about real-life events and everything in between, they read it and critique. You better believe it. Kick it to the cold open, white boy.
Welcome to the Public Opinion Court. Are you guys ready?
Yeah, absolutely. I have prepared my case. I know exactly how this is going to go, and I'm going to get a conviction.
All right. Abysmii?
Who's the judge here?
The audience. In the comments below. Interaction.
In the comments below.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw myself on the mercy of the court, because this is going to be impossible to fucking prove, but let's do it.
Stop trying to throw yourself all over our fans. All right, anyway,
Objection. I would like to refrain from having this legal counsel throw himself at the judges, the juries, and the executioners.
All right, so what we're going to do is...
You're a legal counsel, too. Do you mean defense attorney?
We can't... the judge has to rule on the objection, so we're going to have to upload this snippet and see what the comments say, and then we can proceed with the episode. So.
Episode's over.
Objection. That objection's not pursuant to the evidence.
Oh, great.
code.
Now I got to do 2 snippets. All right, so what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen...
beginning to understand. Listen, I'm getting the sneaking suspicion, Abysmii might not actually practice law.
Nope.
What the fuck?
Listen, I've watched at least 1/4 of the Amber Heard trial. I know what I'm talking about.
He just watched when Amber was talking, and he just was like, oh, sweet Amber. Oh, gentle dream.
It's on mute. I'm just watching
It would
the
have
video
to be.
and nothing else.
Oh, wouldst thou poopeth upon my bed. It's like Shakespearean in nature. All right.
I wish he'd throw a bottle at my hand.
I wish she'd throw a bottle of her gamer girl pee at my head, said Abysmii.
Whoa, are we talking pee or poo? Because those are two different categories, my guy.
Variety is the spice of life.
They're different? Are you kidding? Seriously? I never knew that.
Everybody is down for a little.
Slimebeast exclusively has diarrhea, which is both combined.
I'm a slime beast. What the fuck?
That's true.
I'm just saying, bringing a little pee to bed's no big deal. Bringing some poop, that's a different...
Lay down them rubber sheets first.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the matter before this esteemed court?
All right. So we're going to do Am I the Asshole? And you guys are going to debate the two sides. DP trying to convict me as an asshole. Abysmii trying to defend me as not the asshole. And I don't know which one goes first, but whatever. So here's the story. All right. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Prosecution goes first.
All right. I'm going to keep it relatively brief because, obviously. I am in a Discord server for a fellow YouTuber who I don't really interact much with, but it's one of those things where you don't want to just quit a server, and then it's like, why'd you quit the server? And then it's like, well, blah, blah, blah. So, I'm just sort of there, and I never really use it. But every so often I do go there to see, why there's a ping or, something like that. So a while back, somebody posted in the photos channel, photos of themselves eating ramen, okay? So this person is sitting Indian style with a bowl of ramen. And
is the ramen Indian style ramen?
I have no idea. I didn't eat it. I just saw it visually. I have no idea. But
so you're just completely discounting this bit of information.
Well, hold on. You do not get to weigh in. We're still hearing the facts.
And
then you get to make your opening statement.
Plus, objection, I should have said sitting cross-legged, because I think that's you're not supposed to say. Anyway, sitting cross-legged.
Native American style.
Eating a bowl of ramen, 3 or 4 pictures, okay? First picture, eating a bowl of ramen. Second picture, enjoying the ramen. Third picture, smiling and having the ramen. Fourth picture, holding the ramen up to the camera, right?
Objection.
You do not get to object at this point. We're hearing the fact pattern first.
But did you think that it was funny?
No.
Do not answer that question. As your lawyer, do not answer that fucking question. Just
Shouldn't I be sworn in? Fact pattern here. All right. First picture with a bowl of ramen. Second picture eating the ramen. Third picture enjoying the ramen. Fourth picture holding the ramen up to the camera. Ramen is taking up the majority of the picture. In the background, the person is naked. So they have taken off their clothes for this final photo. You can't see any, dithers or dathers because the bowl of ramen is being held up right to the camera. But they have clearly removed their clothes. So I replied to that and I said, "What the fuck?" ? To which the person deleted all the images and put up a crying face. So my question is, am I the asshole?
Absolutely. Okay. So we can't see any naughty bits.
Right.
I rest my case. I think you're being an asshole. What's more is I think you're being an asshole, a dick, some balls, and a taint. I think you're the whole lower region.
Interesting. Abysmii, rebuttal?
Okay, well, my less than esteemed colleague has resorted purely to ad hominem and not actually examined any of the facts.
Well, none of us are surprised.
What facts are there to examine?
You don't get to talk. You rest your case. No,
did
stop.
I say I rest my case?
Yep.
Yes, you did. You literally said you rest your case. So you don't get to talk anymore.
Elias, run that back.
Elias, do not let him record something else and cut it in.
I now get the entirety of the floor until we come to closing. So, as my case will prove, that my client, the defendant, is not only is he not an asshole, he in fact was doing a public service because Discord, as we know, is cringe. There are about 45 separate servers every one person is, a part of, and we have tons that we join and we don't want to stay there, but we don't want to leave because it feels bad. Like, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, everyone feels this way. Secondly, pictures of ramen are cringe. Ramen is one of the lamest items of food out there, unless you have really cool stuff in it. And it sounds like this picture in question just had ramen and nothing else. So my client is entitled. This is opening statements. You can't object.
Objection.
You can object to testimony.
You can't say that there was nothing interesting in the ramen, for we do not know what kind of ramen it is. We don't know if
it's almost like we haven't done cross-examination yet, so we haven't done any testimonies, hence why you can't object.
Which one of you doesn't practice law again?
I can't examine. You know what I can't examine, Abysmii?
You can't examine because my opening statement isn't done yet. That's why.
What I can't examine are the genitals of this person who posted the ramen pictures.
Sounds like a personal problem.
DP, can you do me a favor? Can you
Yes.
do me a favor, DP? After every point you make, can you say, "I rest my case" every time?
I rest case.
No further questions. Anyway, my client is innocent. He was doing a probably public service, given the state of Discord, and you should not find him guilty.
Probably
of being
public
an asshole.
service here for. I think I'm doing the right thing.
The probably public servant, the MCU's final last gasp.
I was going to help this lady cross the street, and but I got nervous.
Now she's dead.
Now she's dead.
So I guess now do we kick it to the audience to decide, or what are we doing here?
Well, now Brandon gets to ask questions relevant to testimony and evidence.
Okay.
All right. What is the biological sex and or gender of the individual in this photo with the ramen?
Can I plead the fifth?
To not incriminate yourself.
I don't think that's for me to say. It's 2022. Let me say this. I do not know, as I only had a photo of the person to look at.
You can say you don't know. That is an adequate response.
If you did know, what would the gender or sex be?
He doesn't know. Asked and answered. Objection.
Is it possible? Do they have boobs?
That clarifies nothing, but yeah, probably.
Objection. Asked and answered. My client already said that he was not able to see any of the dithers or dathers.
Well, no. Dithers and dathers are different than titters and tatters.
Let me say this. Okay. Bowl of ramen in the center of a picture. Yeah. On either side, bare arms. At the top, a smiling face.
Was a bear? This person was a bear?
This person was exercising their Second Amendment?
Top of the picture, smiling face. Bottom of the picture, cross-legged, bare legs all the way up to the thigh. Whereas in previous photos, they were fully clothed.
Okay, so we're getting a fuller picture here. We can see their entire body. They are shirted in some fashion, correct?
Before that point, yes.
And then the last photo, they are topless?
Yes, completely naked. Although they could have been wearing a Speedo. Who knows?
Would police officers get mad if this person was walking down the street without a top?
Objection calls for legal speculation.
Audience, what do you say? Write in the comments below if that objection stands.
Objection. Fuck that objection. Answer my question.
You forgot to say I rest my case.
I rest my objection. I rest my case.
Objection. I rested my case at the beginning. Why am I even talking, Your Honor? All right.
Would me, a dead palate, be tantalized by these tatas?
No.
Okay. So we're getting a fuller picture here. Did this individual have a hairy chest?
I think I can, if it may please the court, I think I can set a lot of questions to rest by saying this. Do you guys remember the old commercials where it was like, I'm an Apple and I'm a PC?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, PC.
Excellent. Oh, that's amazing. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm gonna rest my case here. No, that's ridiculous that you would get mad at this PC for eating their ramen, and presumably the ramen, and you have admitted you didn't see what kind of flavor it was. Mm-hmm. It might have been the extra spicy ramen.
It's 2022. I'm not going to guess the flavor of somebody's ramen.
Objection.
Okay?
This isn't a question. This is speaking for the client.
So I suppose in this case, I am not prosecuting you as an asshole. I am defending this ramen-enjoying PC. I rest case.
All right, is it Abysmii's turn yet?
It is.
Okay.
Abysmii, go.
Mr. Beast.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Who wants money? I have no talent, so the only way I make money is giving away money. It's an endless cycle.
Is that how? Is that the Discord server that you were in, Mr. Beast server?
Sure. Yeah, it was Mr. Beast with a bowl of ramen in the library.
I'm going to be giving away $10,000 to everybody who eats ramen with their chops off because I think it's funny.
Ooh.
God damn it. I filled a pool with ramen. Steaming hot, burning hot, spicy ramen.
I pushed a bunch of passengers into it. Mr. Slimebeast, can you...
Objection. Abysmii says, too much.
Can you describe, without giving away the identity of the YouTuber whose Discord this was, the general theme and content of this Discord?
Woke tea.
Woke tea.
Woke tea?
Can you...
Yo, what up? It's your boy Woke Tea. Some of the other dudes backstage were saying some problematic shit I gotta address.
Woke tea. Can you, for the edification of the jury/judge-ery, explain what woke tea means?
Progressive people discussing drama.
Okay.
PPDD.
Okay.
PPDD.
I would like to unrest my case.
Somebody else to start a YouTube channel.
No, you can do that on Cross. You can't do it now. This is my floor.
Sorry.
Oh, now we're bringing religion into it.
I mean,
gonna crucify the palate.
Okay, so this is essentially a progressive drama Discord, is what you're saying?
Yes, and so DP said, while upon the cross, I rest my case.
Listen, I raise for the case and I rest for the cross, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Salute the cross.
You know, we never thank Jesus for his service.
We don't. It's never phrased that way. It's kind of fucked up.
Jesus just in a wheelchair and an army jacket hanging around us.
What if God was one of us? Okay, lost train of thought. All right. So how long have you been a member of this Discord server?
Maybe close to coming up on a year?
A year, okay. And how often would you say, on average, per day, did you actually check in and contribute to said Discord server?
Never.
Never. Did anybody ever tag you, specifically you, asking for input on anything?
No. You're hurting your own case.
I know I am.
Oh, man.
This is why we do discovery first. I could throw myself upon the mercy of the court. Because right now it sounds like you just popped in and called out someone for posting a ramen picture.
Motions to Abysmii, throws crumpled up paper ball, says, ask me if the server's live or dead.
Well, by definition, it would be alive if you recently did this.
Oh, wow.
Right?
I would like to unrest my case. Was the server
You were not
alive or
on
dead?
cross yet. Let me fail at doing examination, and then you can win.
If it pleases the magistrate, I would like you to answer the fucking question. Is the Discord server alive or dead?
Looks toward Abysmii.
Objection. Not time for cross.
Face palms at Abysmii.
Listen, we're at state right now. There's no church here.
Throws second
No
paper
time for
ball at
cross.
Abysmii, second paper ball uncrumpled,
I don't
says,
know.
ask me if it was alive or dead.
Mr. Slimebeast, was the server in question alive or dead?
Dead for a long time.
Dead for a very long time.
Boy.
And how would you characterize it being dead?
Nobody using it except to post ramen pictures at one occasion.
Was that
Oh
the
my
only occasion you witnessed of this type of cringe photo?
Yes.
Okay. And did anyone else other than the person in the photos react to the posting of the photos?
No. Throws crumpled up paper ball at DP. Paper ball, when uncrumpled, says, fuck you.
Did anybody else in the Discord server call you an asshole or otherwise object to what you did or have a negative reaction?
No.
Did you receive anything from the mods or admins calling you out for it or banning you or suspending you?
No.
So, would you agree that if you had not told us here today that this had transpired, that the wider world and internet would have no idea that this happened?
Yes.
Okay.
I rest my case.
I do rest my case.
Oh, but this is how we know you might be an asshole, but this is how we know you're a moral person. That you tattled on yourself for being a giant asshole to this guy for no reason.
All I said was, what the fuck, with a question mark.
Did you edit? Since Abysmii is making my case for me, I'll try and ameliorate this somewhat.
Mm-hmm.
Did you at any point after this transpired say, attempt to clarify that, hey, why did you have your shirt off, homie?
No, I don't want people said to be nude ramen pictures in my DMs. What the fuck? I'm not going to talk to this freak.
Throws crumpled up paper at Slimebeast. Don't call them a freak.
This mutant.
Ramen man. Takes
Your Honor,
off
I would move to
and his
recuse
pants.
myself as lawyer. Motion to withdraw.
I'll fucking do it again.
Throws crumpled up paper ball at DP. Ask me about people's fetishes of being naked in photos online and surprising people.
Was this this did not seem to be a premeditated thing. There seems to be a miscommunication there, which is fine because we're all awkward. But at no point did you attempt to circumvent this by just being like, "Hey, what you doing, bud?"
No, at no point did I ask them, why did you take every single article of clothing off mid-meal in order to post a photograph of yourself naked with a bowl of ramen?
My guy, sometimes it's spicy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm an absolute American degenerate. So what
Objection. What do you mean by spicy? The ramen or the picture?
I mean well, I guess the end result is the same either way. But if you start with the ramen being spicy, you're going to start stripping. You see it across ramen bars all across Japan. You go in, you order the spicy ramen, and then next thing you know, you're getting arrested by the police for public indecency.
Mm-hmm.
Objection calls for speculation.
And then because Japan has a 90-something% success rate of convictions because they don't let you go until you confess.
It's literally higher than that, but that's
Thank God we're not in Japan court.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Can we get a t-shirt with Abysmii's face? Thank God we're not in Japan. Thumbs up. Burning a Japanese flag.
Objection, I didn't sign off on this.
Alright. So we'll let the comments below decide. Am I an asshole for being surprised by somebody pulling their
No. Whoa.
their surprise I'm naked fetish on a group of people? Go ahead, sorry.
Whoa. So what? Where are you getting the speculation that this was some sort of like, oh my god, look at me, I'm naked fetish kind of thing?
There was a photo where this person was stripped completely naked, including shoes and socks, in the middle of eating ramen. That's why I drew that conclusion.
How are we just now getting to this point in the case, and you didn't mention that they were naked except for shoes and socks?
No, even shoes and socks, even their shoes and socks.
Oh, okay. No. I maintain, and the court of public opinion will vindicate me on this. The tea will prove that this is hot tea.
All right, and I should say that the ramen bowl was a My Little Pony ramen bowl, and it said Fluttershy is best. Does that do anything, DV? Or?
Ooh. Just proves that this person appreciates the finer things in life.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be the wrong one. Fuck.
It proves that the cringe factor just went up to pill for him.
It didn't really say that. I was just trying to turn DP against this person.
God damn it.
No, that just proves that this person likes the finer things like My Little Pony
DP,
and Kingdom Hearts and Sonic.
Which My Little Pony waifu is shit tier, DP?
Is shit tier? It's Fluttershy, yeah. No.
Oh, well, what the fuck then?
Agreed.
Jesus Christ.
I am trying to find as polite a way as I can say that this person might not pick up on social cues and might have a hyperfixation with certain subjects.
Like being naked.
Like being naked.
This is sort of like, let's drop the whole case thing for a minute. Do you remember when people used to put photos up on like eBay of like a tea kettle they were selling and they'd be naked in the reflection? Did you ever see that?
That sounds hilarious.
Yeah,
I'm familiar with the concept.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. Anyway, so what are we reading?
You just thought it was funny?
Yeah, I just thought it was funny is all.
We're going to Mayhem Mountain.
Mayhem Mountain.
This is written in 2016 by C.K. Walker. She is a well-known creepypasta author.
Mm-hmm. C.K. Walker, creepypasta author. Wait, no. NoSleep author.
Yeah, sure.
There's a distinction there.
There is.
But there is a photograph of a roller coaster track, and I picture this is going to end up, the twist at the end is it's going to be a roller coaster of beds with, unconscious women on them or something, or is that what's going to happen? Like Nebraska? Huh?
Oh, okay, that's what you're going for. Yeah. All right.
Talk about a splashdown.
The less we talk about Nebraska, the better, because, oh my god.
Yeah, I have to poison the well at the beginning, so let's go.
So, I don't know how many other C.K. Walker stories you've read. I don't like Baraska. I think that's a well-known thing that none of us are particularly fans of that story, even though it's got critical acclaim and everything. But I've read other C.K. Walker stories that did tickle my fancy. They tickle my taint a little bit, and I was fine with them. Controversial to us, not to other people. Everybody else loves her.
So, DP's favorite C.K. Walker story is The Taint Tickler, I guess.
The Taint Tickler.
That actually sounds more like a Trevor Henderson monster, but yeah.
It does, yeah.
I'll find your taint, Batman.
Oh.
The Taint Tickler.
Oh,
Robin,
conflicting feelings.
Back on.
Sorry.
Robin, please put your hand on my taint to protect it.
What if, okay, you know how Batman has the bat symbol on his chest to draw, attention? What if Batman's suit was just crotchless, so that was the entire thing. They're going to be looking at my dick. They won't know what to do.
Fear is my weapon.
It's my only weak point, and yet they won't want to grab it.
Yeah,
2022, Robin. Don't worry.
That's the thing. In a street fight, if I gotta grab some dick, I'll grab some dick.
Like the opening of Street Fighter, where the two guys are standing there. Street Fighter 2. One grabs the other's dick, and then it pans up the high rise.
They should pan down to show that was an illegal move.
Yeah. All right.
Fucking shitty way to enter to the story. Okay. Mayhem Mountain. This is in quotes, so I guess we're talking back and forth. Somebody want to be the second person?
No.
Abysmii does. In 2 miles, take exit 19 for Valley Park Drive South. Siri chipped from my sister's phone.
Oh, wow. Already we're off to a great start. 2 miles. Fun, games, family fun. Just fucking, it's Whimsywood. God damn it. I was
waiting for it.
Driving to a park. They ripped me off.
Charlotte, turn that off. I know where I'm going.
Are you sure about that? I mean, it has been a couple of decades, Mark.
All right, so it's Markiplier?
Please! Like I could ever forget where Adventure Valley is. Come on, we spent every summer of...
You know, on this podcast, we enjoy our shitty Markiplier impressions, but boy, that took the cake. I just gotta... It's me, I'm Markiplier.
There's like no soul in it whatsoever. Like
No.
Abysmii died halfway through.
There it is. I swerved briefly into oncoming.
Wow.
Into the oncoming lane as Charlotte thrust her arm into my face to point excitedly out the window. There's Adventure Valley. Oh my God! What ride is that? That coaster. It's called the Steel something, right? No, wait. That's Mayhem Mountain, isn't it?
All right.
I gently pushed my sister out of the car, arm out of my face, and back over to her seat. I couldn't fault her for her excitement while I was trying so hard to control my own giddiness. It felt like we were kids again, yelling and bouncing in the backseat of my parents' car as the first shining rails and wooden planks of the park's roller coasters came into view above the treetops.
All right, so you guys still reading the dialogue together?
Sure.
That's the Steel Viper, I told her. Mayhem Mountain is on the other end of the park. And that wooden coaster over there is Excalibur.
Oh, yeah, I remember those. I was always too much of a wuss to ride the Viper, but I rode the shit out of the Excalibur.
Well,
That sounds like something else. I never was really ready to ride the Viper, but the Excalibur was okay.
Well, Charlotte, you're an adult now. I think it's time to take on the Viper.
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy. As long as the contractors have tested it and given it the okay, I'm in.
Oh, it's in, right? That was really the question, wasn't it? We didn't know which rides had been inspected and cleared and which ones hadn't. I sent up a silent prayer that Mayhem Mountain was counted among the rides that had. I'd left Brandon several
Oh.
What?
You're in the story.
I'm in the story.
Help, I'm in the story. Help.
Let's go, Brandon.
I'd left Brandon.
Do you know, can I take a quick aside, a real quick one, to just say, oh my God, that's been fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Everything's annoying.
Boy, it's been very annoying just having everybody just text me that. Oh.
And they keep sending you pictures of Biden.
Is this you? Are you the president?
So Brandon is trapped in the story. I'd left Brandon several voicemails asking about it since he was the one in charge of everything. Typical. But with how fast things had been moving since we'd bought the park.
Since we bought
the plaque. I couldn't fault him for being a busy man. So they're park buyers.
That's such a weird way to phrase that.
You filthy park buyers, get out of here.
I suppose that is the case, though.
Tony, get my shotgun. We got a bunch of park buyers out there buying up all the parks.
They just want that gosh darn real estate.
Mm-hmm. They're going up Mayhem Mountain.
Well, why are we devolving into Squidbilly characters? If I told you, 12-year-old me, that my crazy, hyper, wild-eyed friend...
My hyper-realistic-eyed friend, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Brandon Decker would end up...
Have you ever left someone a Brandon Decker?
I want that brand on deck right now.
Please, no. We have a new term for that. I'm no longer the Brandon Decker guy. We call that Amber Herding now, okay?
Oh, I see.
Brandon Decker would end up graduating cum laude from Northwestern Business School. Come on, guys. Listen, this is an adult podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Cum laude. It's
laude
Latin.
of cum.
Mountain of Mayhem. And
Yes.
nobody has any follow-up. Okay.
Nope.
From Northwestern Business School, I would have laughed in your face. Ha 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 ha. Brandon? No way. Tyler? Maybe, but never Brandon. But now here I am, owning the park. Deal with it.
Oh, God.
Brandon, where have you been? I bought Park.
I bought park. Fucking hell.
In fact... half the reason,
But
I think.
the roller coaster full of people goes off the rails, crashes into a wall, there's blood spatter everywhere, and he goes, I rest my case. What? What?
So, Brandon Decker's Mayhem Mountain Limited Liability Company is currently being sued. How would you like to plead? I eat chip.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, half the reason for the season, I think he chose the business designation was because of Adventure Valley.
Wait. Okay, I that's not your fault. In fact, half the reason I think he chose a business designation was because what?
Business degree?
Half the reason I think he chose a business designation was because of
Guys,
obviously there's a typo with chose.
Oh, and designation.
I'm beginning to think that NoSleep authors don't have editors.
No.
Well, this is also 2016.
People didn't know words back then.
Well, everyone, I see it all the time on the OOC subreddit going, remember back in 2016, all those stories wouldn't pass the rules now. And, people come to defend it going, yeah, but that's okay.
This was the year Trump was elected, so.
True.
Everybody... Yeah, Trump was elected. Everybody's grammar took a hit. The fuck?
Everybody rolled a natural one.
Listen. Half the reason I chose a business designation is your president.
Listen, we're going to put a theme park along the border. Roller coasters will go right out back into Mexico.
Oh, I was going to build a pedestrian overpass from Canada to Mexico. What were we going to call it, Abysmii?
Oh, fuck. I don't remember now.
The park then had closed in 1989. Brandon gathered all of us together in his basement and, with gravitas and solemnness, I've never seen him before or since, ask us to make the pack.
You and I must make a pact. We have to go and buy a park.
Business designation.
Yes, exactly.
At the time, the promise had been the most serious vow that 5 12-year-olds could ever...
Okay, would you rather fight 5 12-year-olds or 12 5-year-olds?
I am... Okay, C.K. Walker is a good author. Is it just me, or is a lot of this syntax just bad?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it's not great.
At the time, the promise had been the most serious vow that 5 12-year-olds could ever make. That whole needs to be rewritten. High off of an entire summer of Adventure Valley fun, we agreed with all the ceremony of a meeting of Parliament that we would one day come together and buy Adventure Valley Amusement Park.
Okay, C.K. Walker. Sorry, again? Oh, no, wait, you're reading. Okay. C.K. Walker, I understand that you're the second coming of Stephen King, but you don't have to spend this much time setting up that children are friends. Okay?
Please don't.
Also, I just got to make this clear. I would punch the fuck out of 12 5-year-olds. They would get destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. But 5 12-year-olds, you're going down.
Because with 12-year-olds, and there's 5 of them, one of them hits a growth spurt, and then the rest of them hold you down, you're screwed. So you're rolling the dice with the 12-year-olds, but the 5-year-olds, you can destroy them. You can just keep them at a range with... kicks. You can just kick their fucking heads off. It's super easy.
Plus, you could probably get a riding lawnmower or something. But what?
Really slow one. Get back here!
I've noticed that 5-year-olds are very susceptible to diving elbows.
God damn it!
Lunging elbows, any kind of elbows. You're just gonna.
Now, what's been your experience with the choke slam?
Well, the choke slam is a very over the top. Kind of a technique. I don't recommend it. Way more effective is just grab them by the collar and throw.
I see.
Into traffic.
You're not one who's a fan of the choke slam into Dollhouse.
No. You could also do the curb stomp. You could always. They're so small. You can just jump and get some height and just drop kick them into the dirt.
Well,
unfortunately,
if they're so small, then just get all 5 of them in the same choke slam.
Unfortunately, the fight took place at the playground, so the closest you could get to a curb stomp was the downside of the seesaw, I guess, or something.
If you angle a drop kick just right, it can become a curb stomp if you do it from behind. You know what I mean? Are you visualizing this? I want this picture in everybody's head.
Sure.
And alternate technique, if one of the kids happens to be substantial, you could just pick up substantial kid, and that's a weapon right there.
Substantial kid. Boy, the Marvel Cinematic Universe is really reaching.
Ooh, boy.
Of course, back then we'd planned to just buy it and ride the roller coasters into the ground. We decided which friends from school we would let in and which enemies would be barred from the gates. It had always been our park, and it was only right that we should have it. Bunch of gatekeepers.
It had been 23 years since Pennywise the Clown was last seen in our city. Fuck! It had been 20 years, but we eventually did fulfill our promise. With a hell of a lot of pushing from Brandon. God damn it, Brandon. Even in the story, you're a sex pest.
Oh, that's what we're going with? I thought I was just constipated.
Oh, okay. Balls at the same time. He's Brandon, the constipated sex pest Brandon. Tonight at 5 on ABC Family.
I'm not a sex pest officer. I'm just really constipated.
He's constantly calling up pharmacists and grunting at them.
All the poop in my butt keeps giving me boners.
Oh god, if there was ever a t-shirt. Oh fuck, alright.
You guys ever have that problem?
No.
Too much pressure down there, it's just...
The shirt has to say that, but also Brandon's like standing, hands on hips, smiling and looking up like he's proud of it.
Pants around his ankles. No, it'd be like one of those. It could also be like one of those Facebook T-shirts they try to get you to add where it's like, yes, they call me a sex pest, but in actuality, I'm just so constipated that I pop a boner. So if that offends you, then I'm sorry, but you're gonna.
It's a Sagittarius thing.
Yeah. There you go. Also, arson.
Yeah, also arson. You just look up your horoscope. Sagittarius, you will have constipation today that will make you aroused.
Mm-hmm. With a hell of a lot of pushing from Brandon and a sizable offer of collateral from Tyler, the bank had agreed to give us the multi-million-dollar loan to buy, repair, refurbish, and reopen the park. The size of the loan that the 6 of us were responsible for gave me a boner, gave me nightmares for several weeks. Oh man, being in prospective debt. Oh boy.
Prospective debt here for sizable loan.
God damn it. How would this place ever turn a profit? It had been closed. You should have thought of that before you took the loan. It had been closed decades ago after operating in the red for several years. The county, the entire country had banded together. The county had experienced a high number of runaways and missing persons in the area in the last years of the 1980s because they were kidnapped by Pennywise.
Yeah.
The entire region was on edge as the cases mounted and people in the area became depressed and suspicious of each other. It had absolutely killed park attendance. That's the main concern.
I've got to be honest, Feng Shui, you suggested this. Fuck this story already. I don't have high hopes unless there's some sort of like really novel twist somewhere in here. If there was a roller coaster, I'd want to know how to how to ride it.
I want to see a Wendigo coaster, like just a roller coaster of all Wendigos with their hands in the air.
A Wendigo
coaster. But seeing the first cresting,
the Wendigo round. Sorry, go ahead.
That's pretty good. Wendigos in the teacup ride. But seeing the first cresting wave of the roller coaster rails through the trees made me all but forget my financial worries. This was Adventure Valley, for Christ's sake. If we opened the gates, people would come.
Oh, God,
I already want everybody in this story to fail. Because this is a dumb decision.
Okay, so guys, what was it we said? You have, in these stories, you traditionally have protagonist, girl, asshole, and person you forget is there.
Yes.
So we have the protagonist, we have Charlotte, we have Tyler and Brandon.
Okay, there's the difference here, though, because that's assuming that you are a male author.
Well, no, we have protagonist. You have protagonist of whatever gender.
I know, but here's the thing, is when that happens, then you have man instead of woman.
Oh, I see.
So we have Mark, who is generic man, who I'm sure will get tons of characterization. And then we have Charlotte, who is main character, protagonist.
Are you sure? Because I think Charlotte is girl, and I think Mark is protagonist.
And we are person.
I don't know. Anyway, the only thing is I wonder which one is going to be asshole and which one is going to be person you forget is there between Tyler and Brandon.
Yeah, there's always that person. There's got to be 4 people, right? Because the third wheel, you got to have 4 people, and then one person is just left out of the loop.
At the end of the story, it's going to be like, Tyler put a penny on the track of the Wendigoaster and it crashed into a wall, and we're like, oh yeah, Tyler. You see,
Tyler. Oh yeah,
who's Tyler?
He's the one with the penny. Remember they set that up in the beginning?
It's like when somebody gets thrown out of the Royal Rumble but isn't eliminated, and then they just come back at the end. It's like, oh, you just rode a shitty Royal Rumble then because you cheated. There. That's our exit, Charlotte squeaked. I pulled off oh yeah, Charlotte's sister. So we have sister and then main character.
Listen, sister is girl, essentially.
Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. I pulled off the interstate and took a left under the bridge.
Took a shit under the bridge.
I tried to take a shit, but was still constipated.
God damn it.
Less than a mile later, we came upon the acres of the Parks parking lot. Parks parking lot.
God damn it.
Parking here.
You've heard of the back rooms, but what about the Parks parking lots? What? Huh?
That's gotta be. It is hilarious how like the back rooms is like taking off as a concept after we've like repeatedly shit on the wiki for how unbelievably boring it is.
Well, I don't think it's taking off because of the wiki. I think it's like the YouTube videos and shit.
Yeah, but they're like literally reading off what's happening in the shitty wiki. Oof. It's like what the fuck? Why is this popular? It's so not good.
I think we really missed the chance when I forget what episode it was. We were talking about the boardrooms.
Oh, that was the last one.
Yeah, but the thing is, that's such a good concept because you could go through the boardrooms and there would be all these rooms with like, you know, the tables and the chairs around them giving presentations to nobody, PowerPoints going, slideshows, you know, like all different crazy shit could be going on.
I think you're describing Stanley Parable.
It'd be a lot cooler if there was just an empty room with maybe a cryptid in the corner and you walk through it and then it jump scares you.
I want to see the cryptid multiple times on screen making a noise at the camera.
So, like, you probably haven't heard it, but, like, King Mob and I did an episode where we read from the Backrooms thing, and just literal child drawings showing up left and right, and we're just losing our shit.
Yeah,
child
I heard that.
It's like, fuck, dude, come on.
Scientists doing child drawings.
Fuck.
Childists.
Childists, if you will. We turned in and drove all the way up. You know, if they're scientists, it makes you question their mental intelligence and what they could possibly consent to. Mm-hmm. We turned in and drove all the way up to the front gates near the gates. What?
That was you, but that's okay. It's okay. We forgive you.
Where several other cars were parked. A Lexus, a Mini Coupe, old Chevelle, and a Honda Civic. Other rental cars like ours. Looks like we're the last ones, Charlotte said. She was right. As we pulled up next to the Lexus, I noticed a group of people standing next to the ticket booth, waving to us excitedly. Oh my God! Is that Tyler? Jesus.
Wait a minute. You sounded auto-tuned there. What the fuck? Elias, how are you doing that?
Awesome way. He's so skinny now. And Brandon's losing his hair. Holy shit, is that Koji? Koji got hot.
Koji, huh? I wonder who's going to die first, guys.
Koji Topuchi.
Certainly not the person with the ethnic name out of the white bread group. Koji. Well, yeah. Koji, rip Koji is all I'm saying. Go ahead.
Well, a Tyler or Brandon, both of those could be a Hispanic.
Well, yeah, but when you have a name like that, you know you're doomed in the story. Because authors can't think past, I hate all,
Yeah, absolutely.
You're
just putting some fucking insane takes into C.K. Walker's
All
mouth.
I'm saying is that C.K. was walking into the Capitol on January 6th.
Yeah, this British lady was walking into the Capitol.
Dressed like a buffalo.
Stop the Parliament! Stop the Parliament!
She was a redcoat. She was coming to take back the colonies.
Investigate Baraska! Investigate Baraska! What did Hunter Biden know about Baraska? God damn it.
Well, I guess she would be on board with that because she did basically talk about well, I guess that wasn't so much was it a pedo ring or was it just an incest ring?
I think it was just an anything ring. Look, anything goes.
Yeah.
Bad thing ring.
Yeah.
Bad thing ring.
That sounds like a 60s cartoon. It's like, when little Bobby puts on his bad thing ring, he turns into... like, bad thing ring, activate! What the fuck?
Okay, let's hear your progressive hot goss T voice, Abysmii.
Calm down, Queen. No, calm down,
Yeah.
Paris Hilton. These guys are my friends. They're off limits to you. Same rules as when we were teenagers, besides half of them are married. Really? Which half? I raised an eyebrow at Charlotte and shook my head in amused bewilderment. My little sister never had outgrown her boy craziness. My sister just wants to be in a heterosexual relationship.
I raised an eyebrow at Charlotte. Still a cockor.
Yeah, my sister's boy crazy. It's just like, oh shit, what's her number?
She's dating. Might propose soon. She's insane. Like, who does that?
What's her number? Don't worry, she'll find you. Again.
Wait, who's that? Charlotte asked as we got out of the car. What? That's Scott. You know Scott. He's that boy you're crazy about. Not Scott. Scott looks exactly the same. The girl next to Scott.
I raised an eyebrow at my sister. She had never lost her girl craziness either.
My sister was insane.
Wait, just because she's bisexual? What the fuck?
Should I like change my Twitter handle to girl crazy?
Yes. No, change your profile picture to like a random photo of someone making duck face and a peace sign at the camera. Change your Twitter name to girl crazy girl, and change your description to, if you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. Okay?
It's so awful, but okay.
Inexplicably.
No,
I had put this off so long that I'd actually forgotten to tell my sister at all. That's Danny, Scott's girlfriend. Danny, as in Daniel Bircher? Well, yeah. My sister gave me such a horrified look that you'd think I betrayed her to her death. But it was fleeting and quickly replaced by a sly smile. Fine by me. I'm sure she's not the same person she was in high school. We're all... she's gonna kill everybody. We're all adults now, right?
I think we found asshole in the story. This is going to be Bircher.
Sly smile here for a completely above-board business venture.
God damn it. Oh, you'll see a result on your investment.
Result? You mean return?
No, result. That's why it's my sly smile. Sly smiles.
Whoa.
All right.
Whoa, I can't be promising returns, but you will see results.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
A sigh of relief escaped my chest. Ouch.
Is that where we're at? Fine by me? Oh, no, you're right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
A sigh of relief burst from my chest as I slammed the car door on Charlotte's head. As I slammed the car door and followed Charlotte over to the entrance. Though I saw most of these guys every year, seeing us all here together, standing at the ticket booths of Adventure Valley, brought me a sort of happiness I hadn't expected in many years.
Hadn't experienced.
Whatever.
You fucking dead palate over here.
Wow, Brandon.
Okay, here's the next line. Mark fucking LaPlier. I can't believe it. Mark fucking Lantis? Lantis? Mark Lantis?
Landis?
Mark Land. Oh, shit. Get out. Run!
Run!
Everyone!
Duck! Duck and cover your buttholes.
Can we sell a t-shirt of Max Landis' face and it says duck and cover your buttholes?
we might get sued.
Hide your kids, cover your drinks.
Hide your kids, hide your wife. Landis is coming.
Mark fucking Atlantis. I can't believe it. Tyler had an edgy, commanding voice that probably made his many employees shudder and scatter, but I knew him like a brother, so his bravado just made me laugh. Can you believe it? I asked as I gave him a hug and slapped him on the back. Back at the front gates, $15 a day doesn't seem so ridiculous now. $15 a day, my ass. Brandon said.
Okay, well, that sounds like a Craigslist ad.
$15, my ass. It's constipated. Do what you can.
God damn it. I'm not into this sexually. I just need some assistance. Do whatever.
Please help.
I don't care how it happens. Just get it out of there.
You have 15 minutes to fuck my ass for $15, but I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't think you're getting anything in there. It's pretty jammed up.
God damn it.
There's a bit of a traffic jam.
I need somebody to repair the log flume.
Could you just see that as a Craigslist ad? And then it's just goatsy.
Oh, God.
Brandon said as he shook my hand, by the math, it looks like we'll be charging about $65 a day.
Jesus.
I'll pay it. Charlotte smiled as she gave Koji a hug. $65 a day is that's kind of like Disneyland prices, isn't it?
But back in 2016.
Yeah, so it's like, that is kind of pricey for a regional amusement park.
But RAP, if you will. Regional Amusement Park.
Regional Amusement Park Entertainment Service.
No! God damn it. Nobody figure that out. Nobody listening to this figure that out. No, don't, no!
No.
Fuck.
That's right, with what they're charging.
Okay.
Okay, are you people really going to pay $65 a day? Koji asked. Even Disneyland only charges $85, and you get access to 2 parks. All right, so they anticipated my thought.
I don't think that's true. I think you have to pay. Well, actually, I don't know.
Well, this is Koji we're talking about.
Well, and the system changed so many times over the years, so maybe that was accurate back then. Who knows?
Koji's thinking of Nara Dreamland.
God damn it.
That's such a deep cut.
It is a deep cut. How could I forget? Brandon shook his head. One of our investors works for the Mouse. Pity they won't let you design any artwork for this place.
Okay.
Come on, man. I'm not an artist. I'm an engineer. Don't you mean Imagineer? Charlotte winked at him.
Okay.
Koji sighed and shook his head.
Didn't you mean cast member?
Okay, CK Walker. Okay, you better diverge from my story a little bit here. It's pretty identical up to this point.
Not really.
Okay, so here's the thing. We're getting into their professions. Do you think that we're going to get characterization?
Yes.
Nope.
Well, one of them has a booming voice.
I'm starting to come
One of
around.
them's named Koji.
We might get a little bit of characterization. We might have been a little bit harsh, and we are very sidetracked considering we've been recording for like an hour, and we've barely read any of this.
I mean, it's only 56 minutes. Come on. I think an hour is kind of overstating it. Koji sighed and shook his head. Yeah, I fucking do. Yeah, fucking do. It's me, Koji. How you doing? Fuck you. Hey, Gabago. What are you doing? As Brandon and Charlotte teased Koji, the fuck? I made my way over to the side of the ticket booth where Scott and his girlfriend were conversing. I didn't know why Scott was being so standoffish, but I thought it might have something to do with the investment. Scott, the least well-off of us 6, worked at his dad's collision shop. Now, why would anyone pay for that?
Yeah, that seems ridiculous.
Hey, my car's working a little too good. Do you mind? Thank you. Goodbye.
Maybe it's maybe they work in one of those places that does the crash test dummies.
I see.
They're testing the cars and how durable they are.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody brings in a car. It's like, this thing is really durable. Oh yeah, we'll see about that, huh?
He only invested in the park because he wanted to use the roller coasters in the off hours to test collisions, and hadn't had a whole lot of money to invest. I thought maybe he was embarrassed about the money, but now, watching him lean against the booth with his slowly shifting eyes, maybe he's the asshole, I realized it wasn't that at all. Oh, Scott was just stoned. Same old Scott. Oh, he's the stoner.
Characterization.
Slowly.
What's up, Burnout? My brother. I haven't seen you in like 15 years. How about a bro hug? Okay, again.
Slowly shifting eyes here to tell you not to trust Sly smiling.
God damn it.
Scott smiled and pushed off the wall to come give me a quick hug. Hey, how's it going, man? Fuck, look at you. What's your diet, man? Rabbit food and lettuce? You're not going to get any ladies with that skinny body.
Isn't lettuce rabbit food?
Yeah.
It is. Your mom doesn't seem to mind. Hey, gabagoo!
Hey, I was just asking. Jesus, DP.
Hey, Mark. I'm Danny. Do you remember me? Danny Butcher, Scott's girlfriend, gave me a shy smile. Shy smile. Here's the lolly girlfriend of Sly Smile.
God damn it.
And stuck out her hand so we could engage in a stiff handshake.
Now, Sly Smiles, how old exactly is Shy Smile? Sly Smiles just gives a sly smile.
Old enough.
Old enough for me to get in trouble, or you to get in trouble if you keep asking.
Goddamn.
Yeah, I think so. We were in my sister's class, right? Charlotte Latis. Danny had the decency to look embarrassed. Yeah, but we weren't really friends. That's putting it lightly, I thought. We were freshmen when you guys were seniors. She had...
Okay, I don't care.
Yep, I do remember
God
that.
damn it, I don't care.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it 100. Yeah, I don't care either.
All right, let me skip to the last line of the story here. And no matter how old I get, no matter how old I get, I'll always remember the thrill of riding that roller coaster with that Wendigo, and I'll always have the photo of us and him clasping onto me tightly as we reached, I don't know, the fucking decapitated corpses of everybody else in the big blood splash.
So here's where we're at. Before recording, I'm just like, hey, I think this is going to be a 2-parter, and then we start reading it, and then it's just like, oh, this is going to be a 3-parter, and then Abysmii is like, I'm fucking done with this story. This is a 1-parter. This has been a roller coaster, folks.
It has. I'm not saying we should like ditch it now, but I a big red flag is meeting
It's
up
me,
at
big
a
red
park.
flag. Sorry again.
The red flag. We're meeting up at a park, and that everyone's bought, and we got a little bit of like, hey, we were all friends in high school, which is fine. And now we're like talking and going back to how they were in high school, and it's deviating from the interesting thing, which is buying a park. Which I'm sure there's a good, premise in there somewhere, but good lord, I don't care.
And listen, I would be down for this in other circumstances, but what's going to happen with this recording is we're going to get to a point and it's going to say Bircher, whatever her name is. What is it? Something Bircher. Huh?
Yeah,
No, what's
Bircher.
the first name?
Oh, Danny. Danny Bircher.
There's going to be all this thing about Danny wasn't friends with this person and Danny was really mean, but Danny had a bad home life and Danny was abused by her father, who beat up her mother and, beat her up, and then he drank himself to death. So Danny had a hard life and that's why she was abusive to people in school, and that's all this revelations. And also then, as we were running, we all ran ahead of the Wendigo who caught up to Danny and ripped her head off. Like, that's going to be it. So it's like,
Possibly. Or,
that's going to be, the characterization is cool and all, but it's just going to be that she gets her head ripped off by Wendigo. So, I mean...
I'd be more okay with it if it was sprinkled in the story as we got to know the characters, not all at once, but like, I think that might also be the case here, but we just have this dump of, I know that person and I know that person, and as we who do not know these people, why should we care?
And we also really don't have any sort of grounding to... We're just like being thrown into the situation and asked to keep up. Like you're saying, if we had these characters introduced slowly, it wouldn't be an issue, because it's like, oh yeah, Tyler, I remember him, but we're immediately trying to like associate all of these traits with
like
names.
7 people.
Of like 7 fucking people, and it's just like, I can't do that without like seeing people. Like, this might be fine for like a movie script where the pacing is going to keep at a clip, and you get to see the people, and it's like, okay, that guy has shifty eyes, I know him, that guy's a stoner, blah blah blah. But this is causing an issue because it's just a written story.
And the thing is, it's very clear that these 7 people represent the 7 deadly sins, like, from right away. Like, you have the burnout stoner who's sloth, you have the guy who's losing weight and is on, lettuce and rabbit food, who's,
and pride.
gluttony. Sorry?
And pride, like, you
got Charlotte, who's, boy crazy, you got lust, you get, it's like obvious, the girlfriend who is very mean is wrath, it's obvious.
So what
that
you're
this is what we're
saying
going
is C.K. Walker just ripped off Cabin in the Woods.
possibly count. I mean, it wasn't really. I don't know. Was it 7 deadly sins?
Like
Sort of.
Lucky Number 11, Cabin in the Woods. I think we figured out the story, guys.
Maybe.
Slevin in the Woods.
Maybe.
I was just bullshitting with that, by the way. But if it sounds authentic, then cool.
I was doing yes and, so, yeah.
Yeah.
Does it not check out? Can you find a flaw in it?
Not yet. Not yet.
Let me just search for the word sins. Oh yeah, here at the end of the story. As it turned out, we represented the 7 deadly sins. And the Wendigo pointed at each of us and said, bad. Bad.
Wendigo, good. You bad.
Damn it.
Well, see you in the next episode where we read something else.
Bye.
Bye.
This has been the Fear Fiction Podcast. Your hosts are Abysmii, Dead Palette, and Slimebeast. Music by Abysmii. Art by C.F. Comer. Voiceover by Atticus Jackson. Edited by Elias the Intern. Subscribe to Fearfic on YouTube to stay up to date on new episodes.
Dexter Lashfield has exited his thinking chamber covered in shallow but bleeding knife wounds to issue answers to questions asked by his Lashtastic followers. You've gone both hands in on these queries, and the one-armed fallen angel and banned card counter will give you answers.
The women here in the DPRK don't like that I'm not fat like their dear leader, but they do love that I'm basically an alien because I'm white. I can do anything, abduct them like cows if I want.
Phantom asks, are you a tits or ass man, Mr. Lashfield?
BMP, basic math people. I have one arm, I don't need 2 tits.
Dr. Netzel asks, Mr. Lashfield, how does one stave off the primitive urges to kick puppies and club baby seals?
Food is a hot ticket item, and you have to be ahead of market trends. You can't stop both cold turkey. Use kicking puppies as a tool to stop clubbing baby seals, or vice versa.
Urison asks, how babby is formed?
In my case, at knife point.
Feng Shui asks, will opening my third eye help me with the proper foresight to legally conduct insider trading and boost my stock portfolio?
Stop with this stupid mumbo-jumbo about legal conduct and insider trading. If you really want proper foresight, follow other insiders like Nancy Pelosi's husband's wife.
Rapid Radioactive Raccoons asks, if I want happiness, which leg should I sever? Left or right?
Wrong question. If you want happiness, start practicing mindfulness. Start a thankful diary and build up discipline. These will make you realize how happiness is an illusion and pain won't make you happy either.
C.F. Comer asks, Dexter, can you explain how the Gaia Online economic collapse caused the Ever Given to get stuck in the Suez Canal?
I was brought on to consult about the Gaia Online econ sitch, and let me tell you, I destroyed it, getting no credit in the process. The deep state wants to attribute my economic attacks to natural market forces, but the truth is far more sinister. They're supernatural market forces, like forcing my given into the canal.
Dexter Lashfield must rest after challenging the Heaven Breaker. Please hold any further questions until all the wounds heal. With nothing to envy, I've been Frankie Soot for the Dexter Lashfield Human Trafficking and Self-Help Limited Liability Company.
I keep the hard drugs for myself. My body welcomes their healing properties. And after all, these women are happy with Little Debbie's.
Are you tired of humanity? Because I sure as fuck am. I'm leaving. I'm going to the Corvid Corner. Corvids love to play pricks. Magpies at a zoo learned to mimic the voice of an employee that fed the nearby chickens. Then it would use that voice to cause the chickens to run out over and over and over again, never understanding that the employee was never there to feed them. And they never caught on because chickens are dumb. They're cute, but they're dumb.
Chickens are the Mormons of the bird world.
Cute but dumb?
cute but dumb. And corvids are based in red pills.
Yeah.
And like playing pranks on YouTube.
You know?
This is sounding a little bit unrealistic. Sounds like you're trying to start a race war between the corvids and the chickens.
Chickens are too dumb to
You're
figure out a rice
fomenting
war.
rage.
A rice war?
Rice war.
Chelsea, what?
I think you just have chicken and rice on the brain.
I really do. I'm hungry.
Ravens invented the wrestling move, the DDT.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
They're little, like, raven wrestling rings?
Raven wrestling range?
Raven wrestling?
Things specifically designed to fuck with Chelsea's speech impediment.
Oh, no. If I say it enough times, maybe I'll be able to say it right.
Yes. It's not like a challenge. A tongue twister is a challenge where you say the same thing over and over and it gets progressively harder. No, it gets progressively easier.
It gets harder. More words get fucked up.
God damn it.
Until you're just a pile of wordless entropy. Anyway.
Wordless entropy. Oh, I'm glad we picked a day when you're delirious to do this.
Oh my god, I am in some pain today.
Reese's Puffs,
Reese's Puffs. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. The Corvid Corner.